Hello, welcome to another as sample. So in that sample, our sample is way more boring than and most boring as task one of the most boring concepts. So I I think that I must read that sample. I must do it. So the diagrams below. Okay, this is a diagram. So limestone clay include. So there are two processes: cement production and concrete production. So our cement become part of the second stage, second production. So let's read question, and then uh, this is actually not a question. Let's read writing task, topic, and um, summarize the information and do that. The diagrams below show the stages and equipment used in the cement making process and how cement is used to produce concrete for building purposes. Question. The diagrams below show the stages and equipment used in the cement making process and how cement is used to produce concrete for building processes. Okay. Our source is Cambridge English. It is most popular source to study IELTS. The diagrams illustrate the phases and apparatus to make cement and how cement is utilized in the production of concrete for construction. Phases and apparatus to make cement and how cement is utilized in the production of concrete for construction. So in that task, words are more important than grammar, and you don't have to use different type of grammar because generally passive voice is used, and so there's no past tense or some other complicated tenses, but you have to know vocabulary of this task, otherwise you may get a lower score. The production of cement involves a 5-stage linear process that begins with the mixing of raw materials and culminates in the packaging of new cement. Making concrete is a simpler process that involves mixing 4 ingredients in a concrete mixer. Limestone and clay are crushed and the resulting powder is then mixed before being passed. Okay, so that cement is used in concrete production 50%. Also, it's possible to talk about which percent it is. Okay, limestone and clay. Let's look at where are they. Limestone and clay. Okay, they're the first one. Are crushed. So crusher. If there's a crusher, so it means you are crushing that. So crushed. You're just changing it. Even if you're not sure, you just make it past tense to not past tense, just passive. Make passive that word, that verb, like rotative. You can, okay. And the resulting powder is then mixed before being passed through a rotating heater. Once heated, this mixture travels over a conveyor belt and is ground through a grinder. Now that the cement has been produced, it is packaged and transported to a building site where it can be used to make concrete. Our cement is here. Concrete is made up of half gravel, quarter sand, 10% water, and 12% cement. All of these are added together in a cylindrical drum and rotated until concrete is yielded. Okay, so let's look at what type of grammar we used and grammar and vocabulary we used. Okay, I have a pen. Thanks God, I have a pen. So utilized and the production of concrete for construction. So these types of words, these types of vocabulary is necessary. Involves so linear process. So you can emphasize what type of process there is, and you can say it's very good way to. So when you look at diagram, you may think that what's going on, which point is important. I'm not an engineer. I never do that. So you can. It is good way to start with how it begin and culminates in. So and what happened and which process is easy, simple, which process is harder. So as I said, it is passive voice. Just look at whether it is plural. If it's plural, are crushed. If it's not, is crushed, and the resulting powder is then mixed before being passed through rotating heater. So you can see that you don't have to know that. Once heated, this mixture travels over a conveyor belt and is ground through a grinder. Now that the cement has been produced, better be careful the grammar again, it is packaged and transported to a building site where it can be used to make concrete. And then, okay, yielded. So, I hope this lesson was useful. Okay, see you in another video and have a nice day. Okay, good evening or good morning. It depends on your time zone and your your sun. So have a nice day.